What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Miracle Trigger. This is the only Vanguard channel on YouTube that's hosted by me. And I've had a few things kind of on my mind while I've been reviewing some of the new cards. Namely when we're looking at the more powerful clans like Kagero and Oracle Think Tank. So let's take a look at Kagero first. In the recent expansion, they got the main focus being shifted to Transcendence Dragon Nouvelle. And yeah, it's an okay card. It can nuke the opponent's board, turn off triggers, it's a 15,000 power base, and the support cards for it seem to also balance around Dragonic Overlord. So all of that's pretty good and adds a lot to the consistency of the already existing deck. That being said, it's considerably weaker than Dragonic Waterfall. Whenever you play Dragonic Waterfall, there's a pretty good chance that you're going to be winning the game on the spot. Whereas Nouvelle seems to be a more situational card. I'm not going to say it's not powerful, but it's definitely less useful in more situations. And just overall, it feels like the whole expansion really just focused on giving you, like I said, more consistency to the existing deck. Essentially, with the grade 1 that searches Overlord, you can more or less effectively run 6 or 5 Overlords in your deck, allowing you to more consistently have a grade 3 in Soul when you ride Waterfall. But what was really added to the deck outside of that? Really, the power level didn't change, it was just more consistent. And now we can look at the Oracle Think Tank clan. This has been a clan that's been insanely powerful since it came out, largely because of the deer. And they're also getting some new cards in the Misaki Tokura trial deck. But let's look at the cards that we have so far in it. Hexagonal Magus is basically just a worse CEO Amaterasu. It has a really similar ability where you're looking at the top cards of your deck, kind of cycling through them and then placing them back on top. But CEO can get rid of a card, putting it on bottom, and it's an act ability as well, so you can do it more than just when the card is placed once. On top of that, its power-up ability is more consistent, just being triggered whenever you look at the top card instead of when you're checking a trigger. So it seems like they're just kind of reprinting CEO in a different light. Then we look at the grade 2s and the grade 1s. Kior Magus is basically just a reprint of Farfall Magus, but again, you're cycling 2 cards and you can't put them on bottom. It also gives you an extra way to power up CEO Amaterasu's power boost, which is fine. And then we have Rectangle Magus, which is basically just a mix of Yellow Witch Mimi and Satora Hime. So these cards basically just add effects that are already existing in the Oracle Think Tank clan, and kind of try and just push that thinking a little bit more consistently. And then we have clans like the Royal Paladin clan. Again, they didn't get too many things in the last expansion, however they did get Exculpate the Blaster. And unlike Nouvelle, it's fairly unique for the clan. This unit basically offered a widespread nuke to all of your opponent's rearguards, as well as the ability to stand your Vanguard after attacking, more or less, by switching back to Blaster Blade. This is pretty different to the Royal Paladin clan, and I think for the most part it's at least been more or less a power spike. And all of this together kind of got me thinking that we might have underestimated Bushiroad a little bit. And hold on before you flame at me in the comments. Bushiroad has been known in the past to just continuously power creep. Every set seems to leave every previous card way behind in the dust. And I think in the V-Series, they're kind of realizing that they can't be doing that. In the overpowered clans like Kagero and Oracle Think Tank, we're seeing cards that don't really power creep, but instead add to consistency. These cards are by no means stronger than what's already there, but they do allow what's there to be played more effectively. Conversely, when they're reprinting slightly weaker clans like Royal Paladin, they're trying to give more powerful options and really push the envelope in diversity of what the clan offers to the game. To me at least, it seems like Bushiroad is at least trying to keep a more level playing field. They've heard us. They've seen that we are very upset by things like Dragonic Waterfall and like that goddamn deer in Oracle Think Tank, and they're not giving them more powerful cards to replace that. They've seen that there's an imbalance in these two clans regularly taking the top position in their tournaments, and they're actively swaying the cards that are coming out to limit the power creep. And I'm a really big fan of that. I think that as long as Bushiroad continues to keep a watchful eye over what seems to be overly powerful and what seems to need a little bit of a boost, we're going to have a really healthy format going forward. Yeah, it might not be flawless where it is now, and it might not be flawless every step of the way. But if they're looking at what's powerful and simply tweaking it to keep it in a good position, as opposed to printing an even more powerful set to replace it, we're going to have a great game going forward. Now, I do want to end this by saying that we don't exactly know what's in the Miyagi booster box, but hopefully they keep things fairly tame for Oracle Think Tank while allowing other clans to kind of catch up. Anyways, that's just kind of my thoughts on where the game is going and the recent progression of cards that we've seen, and I'd love to hear what you guys think in the comments section below. So, until next time, I've been Miracle Trigger, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe for more Vanguard content, and until next time, thanks for watching.